You'll have to bear with me. This is my very first nail episode. Yay! But unfortunately my webcam's not working right now, so I'm using a handheld camera. So this is gonna be fun. I've got books to prop this up on. Okay. So, today, you guys, for my very first little webisode, I'm going to be showing you how to make a drip manicure like this. Woohoo! Isn't that awesome? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take off some polish, and then I'll redo it for you. Sound cool? Cool. Okay, and now I have taken off polish from one of my thumbs. Sorry, I couldn't bear to part with all the fingers. Okay, so first of all, let me just warn you before you do this manicure that it takes a long time to dry. So I recommend doing this either on a day when you don't really have anything to do, or, you know, at nighttime when you're kind of winding down, you're about to go to bed. I like to do my nails before bed because, you know, you fall asleep and you don't have to wait forever, you know, for it to dry. You're sleeping, so kill two birds with one stone. Okay, so I'm going to start off. These are just my colors that I picked. You can obviously do any colors that you want, but I like to, this is like my favorite color polish ever. I don't know, I'm into nude colors, but this is Sally Hansen Nail Growth Miracle nail color, actually, and I didn't even buy it originally for the nail growth. I just, you know, I liked the color. And this is Bold Buff. Yeah, and my drip color is going to be a Sinful Colors color, and let's see, actually, I don't know, here we go. It's called Neptune. Ooh, cool. Okay, so first of all, you're going to take your undercolor, which should, I mean, yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. It can be lighter or darker than your other color. Just make sure they're really contrasting. You know, obviously my undercolor is way lighter than my drip color. So just, you know, regular, put on a nice, you know, kind of decently thin coat of polish on the nail, and obviously wait for that to dry. I'm not going to make you sit through that with me, don't worry, but you're going to wait for it to dry, and then after it dries, I usually put on 2 coats. It just depends on your preference, just because, you know, with this color, since it's so light, 2 coats is better because you can actually see the peachy color a little bit more, but it, you know, it's not a big deal. I also don't even put a base coat on my nails half the time that I paint them, so that's, you know, that's up to you. Just whatever you prefer. So, yeah, I'm just gonna wait for this to dry. And I will turn the camera back on once I've got 2 nice dried coats on my thumb. See you in a bit. Okay, and I'm back. You can't really tell because, you know, it's barely dry, but I've got 2 coats on, and yeah, now it's time for dripping! Woohoo! So this drip technique, even though it looks like it might be kind of crazy complicated or something, I don't know, that's what a lot of people told me it looks like anyways, it's really not. It's actually super, super easy. I kind of messed up this other thumb, which was my only kind of screw up, and it really, you know, doesn't even, I don't know, this one big part looks kind of bad, but the rest of it I think I'm happy with. So, you know, basically just, you have to moderate the amount of polish that you put on at first, but it's not as hard as it seems. So basically what you want to do, you know, if you paint your nails very often at all, I'm sure you are aware that you want, you know, a decent amount on the polish on the brush, but obviously not like a big glob, like dripping down the thing. normally, but with drip nail polish, actually, you do. You want a little bit of that glob. Now, you don't want like a huge, I don't know how well you can see this, but you don't want to like just stick it in there and then just like pull it out and use like this, where it's like dripping freely. That's too much. But you also don't want to do the thing where you like wipe it nicely on the sides and then kind of do a thin coat. No. So somewhere in between that, a little bit closer to the globby, okay? So I like to, I don't know, to measure it out. It's obviously not very precise, but I stick it down in there, get it down in there really good, and then I kind of wipe the top part, not the brush part, but like the stem of it, I guess, on the rim, just so, you know, no surprises will be dripping down later. And then I kind of like let it drip for a second off the brush. I don't really usually wipe the brush, okay? But I just keep, you know, I get the really loose stuff out. And then once there's, see, there's like a tiny bit of a drop right there. Do that last one. And then I get a little bit. Okay, since this is my thumb, I think it's probably okay, since it's a bigger nail bed, to do a bit of a drop. So here I've got a tiny little drip right here. You just want to kind of plan out, see I've mostly 3 drips on all my nails, which is what I like, because I'm a, you know, middle of the road person. I like even, or nice even, like 3s, or, you know, something with stuff in the middle. So, you know, what you want to do is just kind of plan out where you want your drips to end. It looks cooler if they're not all just like dripping in the exact same, you know, spot, because then it doesn't look real. So I like to do like a really long one, and then a medium and a short. So I'm going to do my long one on this side, and you just put a little dot right there. Okay, and that's going to be the end of the drip, and then slowly kind of pull it up to the tip of your nail, and you can kind of go back and smooth it over a bit, and then go back and get some more. There's my long drip, and you just kind of drag it over the nail, and then find your next spot. I'm going to do the really short one next, so I'm going to go here. It's pretty short. Drag it up. There we go. Okay, and then, you know, while I'm doing some in-between stuff, filling in right here, I like to add a little thicker of a band on the tip. And then here's my medium one, kind of in between the longest and the short one. Drippy, drippy, drippy. And just drag it over across the nail, fill in some spots, make it a little uneven, because that's what makes it look cool, you know, when it's all drippy and uneven. And that's pretty much all there is to it. See? It's finished. How awesome is that, right? It looks really cool, and it's super easy. The hardest part actually isn't even the action. It's just waiting for it to dry. And this is, you know, that can be incredibly frustrating, which is why I recommend that you do this manicure when you don't really have anything to do for a really long time, or, you know, at night or something. Yeah, so, and I know I'm only doing one nail right now for you. Later I'll start doing all my nails, but I just did this manicure a few days ago to test it out, so I really like it and I want to keep it. But when you know, I tend to do like all of my nails, all 10 of them, kind of at the same time, like one after the other, and then in the next hand, when I'm doing regular nail polish, with drip polish, since it takes just so incredibly long to dry, I like to do maybe 2 or 3 fingers, you know, the drip part, and wait for a while, kind of blow on it, do something for 10 or 15 minutes. Then I do the remaining ones on that hand, and I wait again. And then, you know, I don't know, I let my one hand completely dry, pretty much. You know, this takes forever, but really pretty much be completely dry before I even started dripping on this hand. Just because it requires a little bit more coordination to kind of bloop and then like drag it kind of carefully up. So I didn't want to mess up my, you know, the nails I did previously with that, so that is, yeah, that's how I do it. Now obviously you can do it however you want, but my recommendation. Alright, so there's our drip manicure, and it's like a cooking show. I show you the in progress and then pull the ready-made stuff out of the oven. So I'm not sure where this camera's focused exactly, probably somewhere in here is what I try to do, but if you can see, this is how it turns out. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Sorry this camera's a little, you know, not focused incredibly well and off kilter. But next time, hopefully, my webcam will be working. So, and I'll do, you know, a full manicure for you, at least on a whole hand, so that you can see it all. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'm excited to get into the YouTube web video game. Okay, bye. See you next time.